peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understandings. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concept, and its center represents neutrality, a balance, a pivotal metaphor for our journey here in the hourglass. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing the realms of the seven chakras and unlocking the spiritual experiences, aligning our conscious selves with the great aspect of life. Each session here unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. So, come, tune in, and let's embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Hourglass Era.
Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? How's it going this morning? Come on in and gather around the table. Did you hear me? Wealthy risings, come on in. I say wealthy risings, come on in and gather around the table. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in to the assignment. There's no reason not to be here in the Hourglass Era. How's everything going this morning? Look, this is a brand new year. Welcome to the new dimension. Did you hear me? I said, welcome to your new dimension. You made it. You made it to the new dimension. And so that's a blessing to be here this morning. I ain't, I don't have no reason to squabble. That's what Mama Essie. Hey, that was Mama Essie right there. Mama Essie will tell you real quick, ain't no reason to squabble. There's no reason to squabble. For real, there's no reason to squabble. How y'all feel this morning? I got to put it on that do not disturb. Y'all know I got a brand new phone. And so at the same time, I can't even figure it out. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go. It's a blessing to be here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. Of course, you know I'm on assignment.
Religious communities are calling
conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And so at the same time, it's all good in the neighborhood. I'm here this morning. Y'all see, I got here. You know what I'm saying? I think I woke up at like 8:38, something like that, 8:40. And so y'all see, I got here. This is the early morning too. I said, what better way to start out being that I'm removing myself in y'all presence from the actual good morning thing. I don't know. I don't want to be too deep and too profound, you know what I'm saying? Grand rises and all that, you know what I'm saying? And I understand where they are. Maybe they had their aha moment as it pertains to where they are early on. I don't know. And so I don't want to do anything to reverberate pain in the mind of my people, even if it's subliminal. I just don't want to do it. And so the creator of all things says, say, wealthy rises. It's a lot of things that, the Department of Behavioral Health, Developmental Disabilities, don't allow you to say, as far as religion and politics, y'all know it's the first two things that, as a professional in corporate, in corporate America, they don't want you talking about these two things, politics and religion. And so at the same time, I said, what better way is befitting to start my year with the first drink? I had carrot juice to start out 12:01 yesterday, 12:01 this morning. But now I said, let me just start out with my alkaline water, you know what I'm saying? y'all make sure y'all stay alkaline. You see right here where it says, let's say 9 plus anymore? Yeah, right here. You see it? It says 9.5. So the 9.5 is right here in the hourglass. It has to be. Let me change hourglass for a second. Y'all know I got multiple hourglasses, right? Let me just change hourglass for a second. This is another one right here. Look, I got multiple hourglass. Look, with the Hourglass Era. Let me tell y'all something, man. With the creator of all things, like seeing you on a journey, you just better start preparing. You know, you just better start preparing for the journey. That's all I have done, y'all. Y'all know I got hourglasses all over here. Y'all know I got the whole. Hey, look, but it's all good. But so 9.5 got to be somewhere in here because this is 7. Bottom of your pH is 0, and the top of your pH, of course, is 14. And so 7 has to be the center. So what I just showed y'all on this alkaline water right here, you see it? It's 9.5. You see it? 9.5. So it's 9.5. Got to be somewhere up in here. 9 and 2 steps up. 9. Somewhere up in 9.5, 10. Then go 11, 12, 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? So 14 would be the top, the most alkaline that you can become. And so from what I hear, you know what I'm saying, I don't think our bodies even operate, extremely well in extreme alkalinity and or extreme acidity. And so I don't know. I'm just moving through this thing called life and life's curriculum. And so at the same time, wealthy risings this morning. Wealthy risings. That's the word for me. Wealthy risings. Get on up. Be wealthy. We might as well stand in wealth. And I don't think wealth is predicated upon your financial capacity, sir. Because you can be wealthy in words, wealthy in articulation, wealthy in understanding, comprehension. That's a wealth. Because some people don't have the ability or the bandwidth to even expand past their narratives. And so that's okay too. There's people like that in the earth. And they deserve to be here. So wealthy risings, right? To every individual in the sound of my voice, wealthy risings. That's the new terminology for me for good morning. Maybe this year, we have 360, 4 more days, 363 more days. Today the 2nd. We got 363 more days to make it through this year before we'll be hitting 2026. But there will be a lot of processes by which we're going to have to go through. You understand that? I say I'm sure there are going to be a variety of processes that you're going to have to go through in this 363 more day of 2025. And so at the same time, my assignment this morning is first and foremost to tell you wealthy risings. And I'm glad we made it. I'm glad we made it to the new year. We made it to 2025. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. And so 2025 is symbolic of the number 9. And so right here and now, as we go through these
why boomers were fitter in their 30s than we are now.
Chuck and I were both around in the
do this,
70s.
Yeah.
People just looked healthier back then. If you look at a photo of people at the beach in the 1970s.
I might want to play with this one. Y'all know I scroll on down. God's most powerful frequency. Let's try this one. Let's see, can we Can we just go straight into the music instead of those commercials? Those commercials have thrown me off. And so, yeah. I know I'm moving slow. Y'all know I got an hour. And I ain't in no rush. For whatever reason, I don't even feel like I'm in a rush this morning. January 2nd, what they're called the new year. Man, let me tell y'all something. When you open up to knowledge, and by me being a forever learner, and I'm even at the point where I even know that this is not our new year. It's crazy. Our new year ain't until March or either April and springtime is the new year. It's like, man, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? When you start knowing these things, you don't even, it's like everything is off. Our whole circadian rhythm is off because of the fact that, like when you start reading different things and you learn about the fact that it's been 13 months in the year at one time in this world's lifespan, it was 13 months. Each month had 28 days. You start learning stuff like that, and it piques your interest, and you start going down these, I don't want to call it a rabbit hole, but you start going down these multiple understandings. Like they're doing these things intentionally because they'll take off the 13th month off the calendar and squeeze some days into that month, squeeze some into that month, squeeze. And that's why we got some better ones, we got some betters. We even got a 29, a 28, and then a 29 only come by every 4 years. I mean, it's just so much. I'm like, man, February. And so we don't have any control, right, over the narratives in the earth. We just don't have any control over it. And we try to abide by the rules and regulations as much as we possibly can. But when you start to learn and you become a forever learner, and you start doing research and you start understanding, and I believe that the creator of all things is desiring that we know these things. Because if you don't know, the lack of knowledge got to be at the bottom. It got to be low vibrational if you lacking knowledge. Because the abundance of knowledge got to be at the top side of the hourglass, where light, health, wellness, and well-being, where positivity is. You know what I'm saying? And so, at the same time, y'all know, I come in here and drag this whole little thing out because I got an hour to talk to y'all, and some days I don't have nothing to say. But for whatever reason, when I sit down, something starts to open. There's a fountain that starts to open, start to pour. And so I don't have all the answers about what happens to me when I sit behind the sacred desk. I don't know. All I know is I have to keep going forward. That's all I know. All I know in this 2025, number 9 is divine completeness. And completion is also symbolic of the fact that we just exited one era, one dimension, one realm, and we just entered into another. Y'all know just like I do, you can't enter in something that you just haven't exited from. You gotta enter into the newness, but you gotta exit the old. Just like you can't walk out the threshold of your front door in the morning, going on your assignment without exiting your home, but entering into the world. And so at the same time, y'all know I just sit here and vibe with y'all like that till you feel me. Ain't no reason for me not to vibe with y'all. I pour out my spirit. And since my assignment and our assignment here in the Hourglass and throughout the people that's connected with me and all the tribe members here in the Hourglass, y'all, we better become fountains. We better become fountains and not trains. And so at the same time, I got that revelation. I didn't brush my teeth a million times, but I never thought about that. But the creator of all things shared that with me few days ago is that if you're going to be any one of those two things, man, you might as well be a fountain. Ain't no reason to be no drains out here in this street. You know what I'm saying, soldier? You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? I even got this new word. And he said, if you're going to make it through, right, these next 363 days, because now I'm looking forward. We just came out of one dimension, so we exited that one. And then we came over into the new dimension where we're entering that one, right? And so at the same time, yeah, I thought about this thing, and I'm saying, what are some things that we're gonna have to pay attention to in this up and coming new year? You know, that will be substantial enough for us to know that if it's something in your spirit that it don't feel right about this situation, then that means you don't belong. So as I sat down on the edge of the bed this morning, and I was just trying to get my mind wrapped around what needs to be done and what needs to be said. Sometimes y'all know I don't get my download until I sit here and close my eyes and get in y'all presence. I don't know what's happening. So I ain't sitting here shucking and jiving. My grandma would say shucking and jiving. Be here shucking and jiving. This stuff's serious and it's real. And we gotta get somewhere this year. And so at the same time, this one thing that I want to speak into the mind of the people. As he took me on this journey, and I'm going on this journey with y'all out here in the open. I don't know, I just got myself all out here in the open, and it wasn't even intentional. I think this is an accidental thing. Maybe it was intentional from him, but it was accidental by me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being obedient to the call. He said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. And so I don't want to be you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be coming in here sounding all preachy. Y'all know it got to be a preacher way down deep down inside of it somewhere. Because it sounds ooh-wee. And so I try to just be normal. And it still be peeping out periodically. So I think if you have an innate ability, you have like an innate anointing. Let's just call that an innate. It's INNATE, innate, right? Out your mother's womb to be able to call out some stuff or be, everybody got at least one talent. Maybe the speaking stuff is my talent. Maybe this is where I'm at. And so as we go through this thing called life's curriculum, right? And as we start to move into this new dimension, I want you to know something, man. Hey, sir. I want y'all to know some soldiers. I want y'all to know some tribe members. You're a part of the Hourglass Era. I want to see y'all win. You know what I'm saying? This is our winning year. This is the year of abundance. This is a year of, I don't know why relocation just dropped in my spirit just then. This is the year of relocation. Sometimes when you relocate, sometimes that be the best blessing. When you move from one thing and then exit one thing and then enter into another. Maybe I don't know what that word relocation just dropped in my spirit. But anyway, that was for somebody out there, including myself. And so as I sat down here on the edge of the bed this morning, kind of like pondering what I say, these words, like from affirmation perspective, dropped in my spirit and said, you'll know when you're in the right or the wrong place. Because right gotta be up here. Right has to be up here. Wrong gotta be down here. Because it's only two things on earth that you have to consider yourself. But right has to be here. Wrong gotta be here. And so at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you will know where you belong and where you don't belong. You will know it. just strictly by the environment by which you stand in. And so at the same time, he said this: you won't find peace in environments you don't belong. See, I'm done already. Did you hear me? I said the creator of all things, right? He just shared this with me a few minutes ago. You ain't gonna find no peace, soldier, in an environment that you don't belong. You will not find any peace there. P-E-A-C-E. P-I-E-C-E. We ain't talking about peace of mind. No, we talking about peace that surpasses all understanding. P-E-A-C-E. And so at the same time, in environments that you don't belong there anymore, it's gonna be something that kind of stir up in you, and you ain't gonna be able to get comfortable up in this environment no more. Because at the same time, you ain't gonna have the ability to find peace in environments you don't no longer belong in. And so I remember that started happening to me already. I ain't know. I said that started happening to me already back in the day. I felt like I'm like the oddball when it came down to being in bars, being in clubs. We used to club back in the day. Me and Jill Tracy. You know what I'm saying? Bless her heart. You know what I'm saying? She transitioned last year. And so, you know, it's just, people are leaving this earth, y'all. And so, you might as well don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable, because it might sneak up on you this year, man. And my grandma used to say this, you know what? Let me tell you something. Mama Essie, man. Mama Essie, thank you. Thank you, Mama Essie. Mama Essie was my great-great-grandmother. I was raised in the house with my great-great-grandmother. She used to say some profound stuff, and now it's not until I turn in my 50s that I would even understand what she was saying. She said, every year has its number. Baby, every year has its number. That's what she would say. Every year has its number. Like the amount of people that's going to leave this earth and leave this dimension, their allotted time on this earth has been, you know. And so at the same time, you know, she said every year has its number. So the amount of years that people will be born in, the amount of years, people that will be lost in that year, every year has the amount of people that will be lost. And now I'm discovering that every year has the same as, you know, the amount of people that will be born into that year. So it's like a washing machine. It's like people going out and some people coming in and others going out and coming in and going out, and it's just like a revolving situation, I guess. So at the same time, I came this morning and telling every individual in the sound of my voice, you ain't gonna find no peace. And baby girl, you will not have the ability to find peace in environments that you no longer belong in. There is not going to be no peace for you. That's going to be the telltale sign right there. That right there is going to be the telltale sign. That right there is going to be the telltale sign, right? It's going to be the telltale sign that I got to move, that I got to go, that I got to shift, that I got to elevate. Maybe you're going to have to eliminate certain people out your life this year. People that's not like really pushing you towards your divine destiny, but they're not really holding you back either. They just kind of, I call them neutral people. They're not really, you know, adamant about you winning, but they're not really sold on the fact that they want you to lose either. You know what I'm saying? They just in your presence. You feel me? You feel me? They just in your presence. You feel me? They just all in your presence. But at the same time, letting you know right now, you ain't gonna find no peace, baby girl, in that environment by which you no longer belong in. There's gonna be something in your spirit that's gonna start triggering you. So before you trigger and mess around here, be crazy and pull the trigger, you better go on about your business. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of you. Go on. Say, go on about your business. That's that Miami stuff right there, yo. That's that Miami stuff. Go on now. Get on up out of here now. Go on about your business now. Leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? That's that Miami stuff. Go on. You know what I'm saying? Go on about your business. But anyway, I'm sitting here this morning under and standing in my assignment. Today is the last day. All these, I guess holiday seasons just been thrown off the whole rhythm of your whole situation. Like you like, man, what day is it? You don't even know what day it is. Day Wednesday, Tuesday. They fall in the middle of the week like that and throw everything off. Like you like, man, I had a day off. That was the day that I was going to work. So that's, so a lot of people throw it off right now. It's a kind of circadian rhythm to throw it off. And so at the same time, I just came by here this morning to say that you won't find peace, uncle. Hey, you ain't gonna find no peace, brother. Hey, Facebook family and friends, what they do? You ain't gonna find no peace. YouTube, you won't find peace in environments that you don't belong. You're not gonna find peace there. There's gonna be something that's gonna antagonize your spirit. You feel me? And in environments that you no longer belong in, your spirit gonna be cringed, if you will. Your spirit gonna be upheaval. I don't know the word. Y'all know I keep telling you, grandma didn't make me read the encyclopedia. I keep telling y'all, grandma, as a punishment, she like, go in there and get that encyclopedia, boy. You know what I'm saying? Read the encyclopedia. So now I became a wordsmith based on that fact. Based on my punishment was to go in and read the encyclopedia. And so now I got a connection with words that is just extensive. I have an extensive connection with words. And so at the same time, I just came in this morning. I ain't really feel like a whole bunch of. You heard what I said? I ain't scared of you. I just didn't feel like a whole bunch of. You feel me? So I came in this morning to tell y'all, you won't find peace. I put find peace in quotation marks, right? In this sentence, find peace is in quotation marks. So these quotation marks right here on this find peace is a stickler. I'm gonna put a pin in it right now. Let y'all know you won't find peace. You will not. In environments that you no longer, that the creator of all things is telling you, hey sir, it's time. It's time to move. It's time to shift. It's time to upload, download, however you gotta do it. It's time to shift the gear. There's a certain sound in the earth that when you dragging out third, fourth, fifth gear, you'll know it's time to shift the gear. And so at the same time, maybe it's time to shift gears. If you're gonna find your peace this year, I don't think at this moment you have the ability, even with an offspring, even with your own offspring, if that person or that energy or that essence that's in your home that's like causing ruckus, even if it's a sibling or offspring, or it could even be a parent. I don't even think it matters, because sometimes your parent spirits can be off too. They can be feeling like, I'm your mom, I'm your daddy. You know what I'm saying? When in essence, they don't even exude or exemplify mama attributes. And so at the same time, you got to make a decision. I said, you're going to have to make a decision this year to be adamant about finding peace. One way that you're going to know whether or not you supposed to be in that vibe, you heard what I said. You're supposed to be. Not supposed. That's that Miami stuff. You're supposed to be here. Hey, man. Oh, y'all don't stop me with this bullshit this early. Sorry. And so, yeah. I'm sorry, I apologize. I be kind of like, you know what I'm saying, getting out the shower and then, you know, I be going to jump, you know, walk outside and stuff like that. So, but anyway, y'all know I come. Some days, every day ain't gonna be the same day. Some days you're gonna have to relax. Some days you will have to relax in this thing called life. You're gonna have to take some relaxation days. Maybe for me, this second day of the new year is a day to just come in and just relax and flow. And so my spirit is saying, tell somebody to find peace, no matter what. Find your peaceful state of mind. Find it. If you lost it somehow along the way, go back and get it. Turn back around and go and tap into your peace. If your peace is upheavaled, that's another word, see, upheaval. Who use words like that, upheaval? You know, y'all know my wordsmith. Y'all know my wordsmith. So if your peace is being upheavaled and at the same time prevented from, you know, having that peace and that tranquility and that serenity, that person or that environment is not offering you your peace, then at the same time you're in the wrong environment, and you will no longer find peace in that environment. And so of course y'all know I came by here to say you won't find peace in environments you don't belong. You ain't gonna find no peace in this up and coming. That's gonna be your, I'm gonna call it trigger, but that's gonna be your what word I need to use? That's gonna be your sign. Yeah, that's gonna be your sign that it's time to go. Ain't no peace up and through here. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't find no peace. If you don't offer me any peace, you don't offer me any, you know, additional knowledge, or if you don't offer me additional, you know, power, allow me to be. And so that's a good sign to go, to get out the area, to go get out the environment. If that person or that environment no longer offers you the peace by which you know you need in order to make it these next 363 days of 2025, you don't want to start your whole journey out this year out of order, out of alignment, out of peace, out of your tranquility, outside of you. You don't want to do all that. And so you might as well go ahead on and look at your chakras, align your chakras from your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra. It has to be open and aligned. And there are some ailments that I'm discovering as I do this little research. Y'all know I'm forever learning. And so at the same time, as I do this little research, there are some ailments, there are some healing modalities that can help you. Did you hear me? And so why these books is coming across the table, I don't know. I know one thing. I ain't gonna let them get by me. I'm gonna do some that's right here. I'm gonna do some investigation. We can investigate this. Look, we can investigate this, right? We can do some investigation. We open enough to hear in the hourglass. I know, you know what I'm saying, it says chakra healing, behavioral changes, food and diet, essential oils, crystals, yoga, meditation. And so there is some, things to be studied. And so as I study them, chakra healing, as I study them, I bring them to y'all attention because I don't know everything. I'm moving through this thing called life's curriculum, just like you are. You don't know anything and everything too, sir. There might be some things that you don't know that might be the very reason as to why you move the way you do, because you don't know. And so knowledge brings power. Knowledge brings, understanding. And so at the same time, look, the crystal directory, 100 crystals for positive manifestations. And so y'all know, but why would I be able to look at this here? I'm going to be able to look at this. I'm open enough at this moment, being that the creator of all things said, tell them that all of it is a part of it. Everything is a part of everything else. There's no, things that's not connected. And at the same time, maybe we're quantumly entangled. Maybe there's some quantum entanglements that we have with this earth. That they're so intricately interwoven that you wouldn't even think that it's a part of your body. You don't even know that he said that everything on that periodical table chart, he said, tell them that's my stuff. He said, that's why it exists for as long as it did, like oxygen, hydrogen. It never loses its power. Hydrogen, carbon. And so it ain't never lose its value. If it's connected to him, it never loses its value. Oxygen will always be oxygen, O2. Just like, water will always be water, H2O. And so at the same time, they have these chemical components or composites that, validate that all of it is a part of it. Everything is connected to everything else. There's no thing in this season that's not connected. In this world, it's connected. And so right here, look at this right here. It says the crystal, and I had these books for a long time, and I'm going to delve into it. It says the crystal direct, 100 crystals for positive manifestation. See that? I don't know. I ain't gonna deny it. I know y'all like it. Principles of manifestations. Wait a minute, what is that right here? Self-awareness. Oh man. Wait a minute. It says the principles of manifestations can be divided into 7 steps. And before you start the use of crystals to reinforce or amplify your intentions, it's important that you are seeing things objectively. You need to be aware of what it is you truly seek. Clear of all emotional and mental negativity. open, serene, and ready for working with the power of your crystal friend. Wow. You see that? Principles. So it's 7 steps. Self-awareness, knowing what you truly seek right now, affirmations and intention, belief and passion, creativity, engagement, timing, and realistic goals. Number 7 is letting go, acceptance, and gratitude. See, them all good words for me, yo. Yeah, this is all good words for me. All good words. I'm talking. Now, if it was saying something crazy, I wouldn't be looking. The law of attraction, the seeker. Yeah, do I deserve what I seek? The glue of universal energy. Oh man, this. Yeah, universal energy flows through all things. But check this out, y'all. I'm just flowing this morning. Y'all know I had light on this too. So at the same time, universal energy flows through all things, connecting everything as one. And that includes you. If you truly believe and want goodness for yourself and others, then the universe will do good for you. Still, you can't find strong shoulders. You can't just shrug your shoulders and think, well, I'll just sit around imagining a lot of money landing in my lap, and I'll suddenly have a windfall. This might happen, but the law of probability is as relevant as the law of attraction. This means that the coin could end up falling the wrong side up. So, to make sure you're putting out the right signals to the universe, both out there and within yourself, you must first make sure you have utter belief in yourself and in the universe. But you can't believe in yourself if you aren't aware of yourself. Oh, man. See, I like this book already. The laws of attraction. We're gonna go through this right here. I know. Creative thinking. Yep, connected to the creative force of the universe. Affirmations and intentions. White quartz is purification. Yeah. Passion and belief. Belief and passion. Manifestations isn't just about using the law of attraction to get what you want, nor is it the power of positive thinking. The only thing that's needed is positive feeling and engagement with the life and the universe are necessary to bring you your heart's desire. So you have to connect past just, your thinking, positive thinking. You got to have positive feelings and engagement with life and the universe are necessary for you to bring your heart's desire your way. And so, yeah, this is something that we're going to, I don't know, we'll send a bit for a good little minute. Creative engagement, imagining the outcome, timing and realistic goals. Yeah, ask the universe. Just ask the universe. Letting go and acceptance, gratitude. What is this? Acceptance and gratitude. Y'all know words like that grab my attention. Acceptance and gratitude, right? That just gonna grab my attention. So at the same time, it says our relationship with the world to give and receive. Go up and down and move forward and away. Equally, you must balance your desire by being grateful and appreciative, not only for you will receive, but also for the desires of other people's too. After all, what goes around comes around. So you must practice the art of giving out good thoughts as well as thinking them about yourself. See, I like that type stuff. Yeah, it's something I can do. I'm gonna eventually delve into this generosity and gratitude practice. Yeah. Yeah. I sat down here this morning. I already told y'all already. But I truly believe that it's gonna be a telltale sign for you. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe that you're not gonna have the ability to find peace. I said you're not gonna have the ability to find peace. In environments you no longer belong in, you're not going to have the ability to find peace in those environments. And so that's the truth about it. And so at the same time, that's going to be your guide as you this book like it's going to create to manifest abundance. Yeah, track love, manifesting harmony in your home. Oh man, see, it's okay. We here. I'm like, I'm okay. Hold on, that's it. It's too much to read. I'm just sitting here with y'all this morning. Okay. All right. I got a few more minutes with y'all. Yeah, Malachi. Yeah, clear quartz. This book was sitting on the edge of my desk for a while. Somebody gave me this as a gift. I never even picked it up. Not a day. I get on with y'all. Led me in that direction for a reason. So at the same time, y'all know. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize, y'all. Look, let me tell y'all something. I better be going ahead just figuring out your own stuff. And at the same time, wealthy risings this morning. Wealthy risings. And I know there's going to be a lot coming our way. And at the same time, it's beautiful. Things that's going to come. Things got to come. Things got to go. And so we might as well rock all the way out. Things that's going to come our way. So at the same time, we all know how we do it. We already know. Might as well just, you know what I'm saying, rock all the way out. I got a few more minutes with y'all. I got 10 more minutes with y'all this morning. Y'all know the known conditions how we came in here with all the rah-rah. But this morning, maybe it was a calm morning. As I come in to tell the mind of the people, wealthy risings. You made it to the new dimension. You've exited one thing, but you've entered into another. And so at the same time, I'm here to tell every individual in the sound of my voice that you won't. It's going to be actually impossible for you to find peace in environments that you no longer belong in this new coming season. It could have just been yesterday in the old dimension, 2 days ago, 3 days ago in the old, you felt comfortable. And now something is going to happen to you this year where you no longer feel comfortable about going into environments that you just came out of. Something about that environment, something about that situation, something about that whole construct is no longer feeding me. It's no longer a fountain. Maybe it will become a drain in your life and just suck the life out of you. Suck out everything that's just like all your energy is drained when you come out the presence of these people. You know that there are energy vampires on this earth, right? You know that there are energy vampires on this earth. And so at the same time, right, there's some energy vampires out here. They're going to zap all your energy. As soon as you leave their presence, you feel drained. That's a person that you know you cannot remain to be in the presence of for any amount of time. So at the same time, if they're not fountains, if they're not pouring into your life, if they're not adding value and worth, if they're not a multiplier, these people are subtractions, they're deficits. If they're draining you of your energy, every time you talk to them, it's like a big drain. At the same time, I'm here to let you know that's no longer the environment by which you can be a part of, that you can partake in. There's no reason to partake in those environments that's going to become a drain in your life more so than a fountain. Y'all know I just got that revelation looking at that sink a couple of days ago when I was looking through the mirror and the mirror is reflecting back at me the sink. I had sat and brushed teeth and washed hands for 57 years. And I never had this revelation. And so at the same time, sometimes the creator of all things, when you sell out, right? You lower who you are and allow him to come forth in your life. And at the same time, maybe you'll start getting these revelations as well. And so at the same time, this revelation that came to my mind, I looked in that mirror a few days ago and said, I want you to tell my children to become fountains in the earth. Pour out their spirit, which is the real true value, which is the real true worth, is your spirit. Yeah, in your mind, in your body. That's the correct order. Your spirit, mind, and body. I believe that just how they mixed everything up with these days of the year. There were once 13 months in a year. And each day equally balanced out. 365 divided by 13 is an even number, which is 28. So at the same time, if you Google it, 365 divided by 13, each month would have exactly 28 days. And so at the same time, of course, y'all know, I gotta, drop knowledge. There's no reason not to. Ain't no reason to sit around here thinking and flaws and not knowing the real true essence of it. You don't have no control over it either way. So I would just flow with it. Somebody be like, why you gotta do all that? Just flow. Just flow through life. I said, I know. Maybe it's my time. Maybe it's my season to continue on my journey of learning. I'm on a learning journey. So at the same time, this thing called life, through life's curriculum, will teach you some stuff. Open your spirit up, open your mind, open your wherewithal, increase your bandwidth of, stop being so locked in to this one narrative. Because it'll be a sad situation if you didn't never expand your beliefs past, the narratives in the earth. At the same time, I really truly believe that you are the I am in the earth. He told us that a little while back, that we are the I ams in the earth, and he uses people to get his points across. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning. I ain't really want to bother nobody. I ain't really want to ruffle no feathers. Did you hear me? I said, I really didn't want to ruffle any feathers. All I want to do is let you know that at the same time, you will not. Did you hear me? I said, you won't find peace in environments you no longer belong in. I don't even care if that's the church. If it's something about that place that just interrupt your vibe, then what? Maybe, I don't know to tell you. I have no clue. I don't have all the answers. It can be your employment. It can be your career. You walk in the hospital. You can be a nurse. Like, man, I'm just tired of the smell. There's something about this environment that I can no longer find peace. I used to find joy and peace and love and affection in my career. And I used to love what I do. Now, it's just a hard thing to get up in the morning just to get to, because I no longer have that passion for that particular environment anymore. So maybe it might be time for you to move, man. Maybe it might be time for you to slide to the left or move to the right. Maybe it's time for you to shift the gear, go into the new dimension, the new realm, the new understanding, the new comprehension, the new awareness, the new alertness. So at the same time, you ain't gonna find no peace in environments you no longer belong in. That's what I came by here to tell y'all. That's gonna be our guide, if you will. That's gonna be our signal. That's gonna be our sign. If I'm walking in this environment and I'm struggling just to get there, and then when I get in that environment and I see how it be maneuvered, and it ain't conducive to my overall growth, I actually leave that environment and feel bad and feel worse than what I was when I came into that environment. That's going to be a telltale sign that you no longer belong in that environment. That's going to be it. And so at the same time, I got a minute with y'all. Hey, look, I'm almost going. Oh, wealthy risings to you, Queen. Yeah, wealthy risings. So at the same time, I just came by here right quick, y'all, in a moment in time, to tell every individual in the sound of my voice, you're not going to find peace in environments you no longer belong in. So start your year out fresh, in fresh environments, fresh understandings, fresh atmosphere. How about that? It's a good word. Good atmosphere. atmospheres conducive for your overall growth. Want to see you win. Want to see you be wealthy. Wealthy of understanding and comprehension, and even financially wealthy. Yeah, we're deserving of that. That's our birthright, to be financially wealthy. Yeah, never having to put, and I just told somebody the other day that one of my manifestations and affirmations this year is to be able to put all your bills on auto pay. Hey, did you hear me, y'all? Hey, look, so you know how blessed that is? To be able to put all your bills on auto pay and it just don't even concern yourself with it coming out. It just come out, boom, boom, boom. When it's supposed to come out, you ain't even got to look at your account. You just know that you got enough in there to go ahead on and put all your stuff on auto pay, including your mortgage. And you'll be rocking there. And so anyway, y'all, I'm gone. Okay, I'm at the hour. I had to complete my hour. And so if I wanted to leave y'all with something additional outside of the fact that I came here for to tell you, you will not find peace in environments you no longer belong in. You ain't gonna find no peace in these environments that you no longer belong in. And so if I want to leave you with this one word, is become a fountain and never be a drain. I gotta go. Y'all be blessed. And I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Oh, this week. Next week, right? This is our Friday. Today is Thursday. I keep telling y'all I'm thrown. These so-called holidays have got everything off balance and out of sync. Anyway, I'm gone. Y'all be blessed. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment.